Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For any first time viewers, I'm Jesse Rebirth, and today we're going to be opening up the Ninja Master. So what this is this is a clothes set. This is his clothes, his shoes, his head sculpt, everything you need. And this is a body, a generic body to put them all on. There was a time when Hot Toys bodies were readily available, but now there's a whole third-party market ready to soak up that area because Hot Toy bodies were kind of expensive and they kind of shrunk to the background. Now, these are becoming a very cool thing. We actually have, they've always been around, but I mean they're becoming more and more popular. It used to just be female-like figures, Dead or Alive girls and stuff like that. Now we're getting them all over the place. I remember the very first set of clothes and the very first set like this I ever bought was the Nurse Joker set. And that was a long time ago. And that set was like maybe like 50, 60 bucks. And after it sold out, I mean, that thing jumped up to like $200 something for a while. There was a time when these toys were so hard to get a hold of that people wanted them anywhere they could get them. We're just waiting for a body for this to come in, but you can see this is the Liber Miho Joker. It's going to be super cool. We got the Prime 1 of this to open up too. I just haven't got around to it. We also have Banin, and I haven't got around to him either. But you can see right here the Ninja Master. So it's going to be Raza Ghul, Henry Ducard, Raza Ghul. It's got the same look to The Dark Knight Rises. You can see back here. It shows a little bit of what our figure is going to look like. It's Mars Toys. Pretty cool. It actually says Batman Begins on it. That's crazy that we get Batman Begins, but we're going to call him the Ninja Master. Right here, we got a body. It's called a World Box Body. Crazy durable. Looks like they ripped something off there. But what I will say is where I bought this, it's kind of cool because they included the body with it. It did cost a little more. So we have an empty head sculpt here. Nothing's there. But we're going to pull out this body. And that's all that's going to be in here. So I guess this will be kind of like a double review. We'll find out if these World Box bodies are good for what you're looking for. So right away, oh, he does feel very durable. And he feels like, wow. He feels solid. He feels very posable, as you can see. And he feels very solid. He's got a good body look to him, so you can get away with, yeah. He's, oh wow, he has a wiener right there. Did not notice that. I was going to say he's got a rubber butt, but we'll cover that up so I don't get this thing striped. But anyway, you can see our chest and our back has kind of a rubbery feel to it, but it's thick. It's a solid body with a lot of joints in here. And not to mention that we get all these little pieces. So right off the bat, we got different ankles, different head connectors. So this is actually the connector that would connect to an Arkham Knight Batman. We know because we have been dealing with that. This is just another type of head connector. So this is a taller one. This is the Arkham Knight one, I would say, though. This is a neck to go in there if you need it. This would be the front of it, and you would pop it right in there. Wow, that's a really long neck, huh? But that's how it be. So, right off the bat, what I'm thinking about this body is I like it. I was kind of hoping I had a Hot Toy figure right around here. All right, so I figured I'd get this. We got right here. This is a Gang Hood body, but this thing is a beast. He's absolutely huge. This is our World Box body. And then I grabbed Black Mask here just as like a comparison. Now he is wearing boots, so I would say about that tall. It's gonna be the right size because you can see this guy even looks kind of short next to him. It's just because they're on really flat feet. And we got to get them in some boots to go on these bodies. This would be an excellent body for a Bruce Wayne figure, but they do not make the clothes big enough. but I was thinking a custom suit for this with an Arkham Bruce head, perfect. So, let me go ahead and move Black Mask out of here. Now let's go ahead and take a look into our Henry Ducard Ra's al Ghul figure. So, a lot of people, I've heard even my buddies argue about this. This was Ra's al Ghul. He was pretending to be Henry Ducard, which if you know your Batman history, Henry Ducard helped train Batman, and it all kind of adds together. It's a really cool little, kind of like an Easter egg that Christopher Nolan put in there for the fans. So, we get a cane. Very cool. Very cool. We get his clothes. They're very nice in there. We get his shoes. And that's essentially, and we get some pegs to make him a little taller, or to decide, basically, if the body doesn't come with the right pegs, we have that. And we have his head sculpt. Let's make sure there's nothing underneath. One thing I will say, everyone's missing stands. These figures need stands. It's one of the most important parts, and none of them come with it. So they kept the suit in a nice condition. You can see it's basically in that bag in the way that we're gonna wear it. Got his belt, his shirt, his tie, his little sachet scarf type thing. We got his pants and his vest. Wow, these are really kind of actually really nice clothes. So, all right, after really pulling on these feet, I popped them right off. Now, inside the Ra's al Ghul pack, we get a couple little joints here to compensate for whatever body we have. And I was kind of sizing up this body next to Black Mask, and what I'm assuming is, and I know that some you can pop these right in to the actual body, but what I'm assuming in our case is these are gonna hook to the bottom of his feet, and then we're gonna pop the shoes in them, and it'll be kind of like that much taller, because I don't think these joints are gonna pop out the bottom. It's gonna be a little weird. It could look like he breaks his ankle, but I mean, we're not really playing with these toys anyway. I think, you know, if we turn that sideways, I think that would be about where we want it. So, let's go ahead and put his pants on. All right, now, I guess we should put his little belt in. All right, I want to be careful because it's like these, the holes do not line up just exactly where we want it, but I think what we should do before that now, we got this vest. You gotta really be careful with these buttons, guys. See, that one is already kind of like, let's put that there too. We'll end up fixing these, but I know some people out there probably have done hundreds of these, so they know what they're doing already. There we go. All right, look at that. We're starting to look classy in here. Look at that. Our toy even comes with a bulge. You know that Ra's al Ghul's packing in there. You know what we forgot to do? We forgot to put our tie on. Look at that. That's looking good. Let's take a peek at this guy. That is our head sculpt. He actually looks really good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He's got just the right amount of grays in his brown hair. Liam Neeson. I like it. Let me flip this out. Oh, yeah. That's a good sculpt of him. I don't know how you guys are seeing it, but that's
It's better in person than in camera.
Yeah. That tends to happen with a lot of things. So let's see here. All right. Now, our jacket. I think it just goes over his back, to be honest. I think it just drapes on him. Yeah. It literally just goes over his back, drapes on him.
You don't even know.
There's our Henry Ducard. He is pretty cool. There is our Ra's al Ghul. I keep wanting to say Henry Ducard, but you know, Henry Ducard, Ra's al Ghul. There he is. This is actually a really classy suit. It looks really nice on him. It looks good. The scarf it looks just luxury. We think his hair could be done. We'll probably touch it up, make it a little darker, and make it look a little more, you know, how it should look. But the body, I gotta say, overall, this body, the World Box body, crazy durable. You get all these extra parts. It's very nice that you do. And you can actually go on to use these parts with other 1/6 figures as you need. Like I was telling you, that big ball joint with the little one, that's actually the Arkham Knight Batman head joint right there. Yeah, the body's excellent. It came with him because where I purchased it. The suit, you know, the suit is probably about like $60 on its own, maybe a little more because you got a head sculpt with it, and then we got the body. So they picked out the body, they said they tried it on, and this is the body they liked best with it. So it did turn out really well. I'm a big lover of Batman Begins. I think Batman Begins is extremely underrated because The Dark Knight completely overshadowed it. But I think the Batman Begins stands on its own. It's a really great movie. It just kind of hit when no one was expecting a Batman movie. Literally, you know, like 9 years. Let's see, if Batman Robin was 97. So like 7 years of no Batman movies. And then Batman Begins happens, and it was a complete paradigm shifting experience for Batman. But I really do like this toy. I think it's cool. What I think we should get now is a prisoner Bruce. Like, even put him in the big coat when he goes to fight him at that scene in the beginning. I think that'd be cool. Scraggly hair and the weird little beard that Christian Bale gets and everything. But yeah, I think this figure is excellent. We will have to make a base for him because he's not going to take the Black Skull's base. Just so you get an idea of these two together. So he did turn out to be the right height, even though the body looked small when it was naked. You get these two together, almost doing the same pose. But this was just a generic pose that we saw on the back of the box. We'll mess around with them and do another video showing all the Batman Begins figures. Because that was something Karen said. She said, "You want to bring them all out here?" And I said, "I don't know. That might take a little bit of time to get that all set up. And it is early morning and we're about to go to bed." And then she said, "Why don't you just do another video talking about Batman Begins and your whole Batman Begins collection?" I said, "That's an excellent idea." But anyway, let me know what you think about this video. Let me know if you like this. Let me know if you got one and what body you used with yours, or which body do you all prefer to use with kit bashing. Let me know, because I am looking for the perfect body. I think for a Batman and a Bruce Wayne body and everything, I think, well, obviously not a Christian Bale body, but I think for like an Arkham Bruce Wayne, I think this body is perfect. But a lot of people haven't caught on to making suits the size for this, so that'll have to be a custom job. But we are going to use this on a custom Flashpoint Thomas Wayne Batman figure, where we're going to take the 1/4 head that was printed for our Thomas Wayne Prime 1, and we made a 1/6 version of it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be doing that. We've also dropped that head down to the size of Todd McFarlane figures, and it will be for 1/12 figures as well. If you were to print these, you would know Todd McFarlane and 1/12 don't quite match up perfectly. Mezco's 1/12 is kind of weird. The figures are perfect, they're beautiful, but they're kind of like short and wide, and they kind of got big features. Like their belts are huge, take up their whole abdomen, but it looks good on the toys. It's like a kind of like a stylized design choice. But anyway, let me know what you think about them. Leave me a like. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing so you get these videos right away. We're putting them out more often, more frequently. We're we're kind of branching out to all the toys we haven't been able to get around to, and all the new ones at the same time. Please be looking out for our Prime 1 Joker video, our Prime 1 Bane video. We have a Prime 1 New 52 Batman video we got to put together too. And then we're going to do a custom statue review of Lord Draken. It's going to be super sweet. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I love all the support you show me. And remember, as always, keep buying toys.